Imagination Gallery. Thank you for joining. I'm so happy to see you all here today. Now let's know the topic of the day. And today we will see through the World Tour series one of the new art trends of the new world, pop art painting from Britain. And if you are witnessing this unique painting session for the first time, then definitely watch it till the end, because there is always a story behind every painting. Friends, this is going to be so refreshing. You know, after consecutive 3 festive celebration painting, we had to do something refreshing. And nothing can be better than taking a tour to the world through the modern trends of painting. And what makes pop art so attractive is that it is unique and lively, that it has vivid, bright colors that lend cheerfulness, optimism and a sunny vibe. So, this painting has been chosen for the day. Let's refresh a bit. And now it is said, why Britain? And what is the role of Britain here? Pop art is an art movement that emerged in the mid-1950s in Britain only, and in the late 1950s in the United States. That is why Britain. Pop art was born in Britain in mid-1950s. So my dear friends, I thought let's start from a place that gave birth to this wonderful art movement. It is an impactful art movement in Britain. And you know what I like most about this art? That this art has no restrictions. You can fully express your heart's desire. It's a colorful chaos whose commotion will make you feel better. Here's a chameleon wearing glasses, making friends with the cows next door maybe. And then with them a woman is drinking cold juice to quench her thirst in the heat. This is the color of my mind. If true, this animal and human match. Friends, pop art movement of it is the art movement of late 1950s and 60s that was inspired by commercial and popular culture. Although it did not have a specific style or attitude, pop art was defined as a diverse response to the post-war era's commodity-driven values, often using commonplace objects such as comic strips, soup cans, road signs and hamburgers as the subject matter or as part of the work. This movement presented a challenge to traditions of fine art by including imagery from popular and mass culture, such as, like I said, advertising and comic books and mundane mass-produced objects. One of its aims is to use images to popular culture in art, emphasizing the banal or kitschy elements of any culture. Most often through the use of irony. It is also associated with artists' use of mechanical means of reproduction of rendering techniques. This art material is sometimes visually removed from its known context, isolated or combined with the unrelated material. In Britain, pop art developed out of the ideas discussed by the independent group. So that was the group actually invented this art or maybe developed this art, which first made in 1952. Leading artists in the movement including Richard Hamilton, Nigel Henderson and Eduardo Paolozzi. However, once regarded as a wholly American phenomenon, pop art was first explored in Britain some 20 years ago. A very different take on this post-World War many artists have. illustrated with their works offered on 2nd March in London. British pop art effectively broke the veil between high and low art by developing related pieces which modified the resonance inside the ordinary man. Pop art, friends, is easily recognizable due to its vibrancy and unique characteristics that are present in many of the most iconic works of the movement. This art utilized images and icons from the popular media and products and is characterized by vibrant bright colors. Primary colors are red, yellow, blue, were very much prominent. Humor is also one of the part of this art, main components of pop art. Pop artists often blended materials and utilized a variety of different types of media also. So mixed media is also can be seen in the pop art. Pop art artists have managed to create something that continues to be relevant through different time periods and social structures. In an age where digital technology completely took over our lives, pop art comes in as a given with characteristics that match our current environment perfectly. Maybe today more than ever, the movement is absolutely omnipresent, partly because of nostalgia, partly because of its particularly fascinating aesthetics. Friends, pop art images are everywhere and in all spheres of life, and those include the art market and auctions as well, as more or less the same names continue to dominate the sales around the globe. Should we ask how pop art made a comeback, or should we ask how come it never actually stopped being in the mainstream? There seems to be an unbroken continuity in the pop art movement, as today's contemporary artists and artworks remain inspired by it and a spontaneous extension of its notions. So going back to the questions of like pop art and originality, or maybe origination, we cannot not mention Andy Warhol. He was such an artist. He was the biggest fan of the material world. Hollywood and all its glamour, consumer products, branding, he invented his own colorful universe in which soup cans became celebrities and celebrities somehow became even more iconic. He was the first of the first to become a true artist's superstar, a rich figure in arts, a fact that probably wouldn't have made him feel too good in today's art market situation. Just think, the moments he captured with his celebrated Polaroids is basically what today we know as Instagram. Friends, art is one of the things that has existed on the planet since the existence of humans. We are made to create, and art can be made nearly out of everything. Even though art has evolved tremendously during the last hundreds of years, there is always room for improvements and innovative ideas. In the beginning, the world of art was pretty basic, but the talent of the painters and artists has developed tremendously over the course of thousands of years. Here, pop art changed the perception of art worldwide. Before pop art, people regarded art only as a specific painting or artworks. But with pop art, things became more diverse. So let's take a look at how pop art has managed to change the perception of the world as a domain through Imagination Gallery. Our World Tour series will continue. Friends, we will continue to search all these modern trends and happiness, joy, love, peace to share with you all. Let this be one family. Let's color the life with Imagination Gallery. very much today's pop art painting. If you like our unique painting sessions, then do not forget to subscribe our channel. Wishing you an amazing week. Bye for now.